Why did it take 2 steps for Jesus to heal? In Mark 8, Jesus takes 2 steps to heal the blind man. But why not just one? And they came to Bethsaida, and they brought a blind man to Jesus and implored him to touch him. Taking the blind man by the hand, he brought him out of the village, and after spitting on his eyes and laying his hands on him, he asked, "Do you see anything?" And he looked up and said, "I see men, for I see them like trees walking around." Then again he laid his hands on his eyes, and he looked intently and was restored, and began to see everything clearly. And he sent him to his house, saying, "Do not even enter the village." The main issue with this passage, we don't get much context for why Jesus did this. However, there are a few perspectives out there. One concept is this is some sort of parable. We see this healing in between two events. Prior to the healing, the disciples are lectured for a lack of understanding and trust. The disciples become very worried, for they have no bread. However, Jesus condemns them, saying, "Do you not yet see or understand? Do you have a hardened heart? Having eyes do you not see, and having ears do you not hear? And do you not remember when I broke the 5 loaves for the 5,000? How many baskets full of broken pieces you picked up?" They said to him, "12." "When I broke the 7 for the 4,000, how many large baskets full of broken pieces did you pick up?" And they said to him, "7." And he was saying to them, "Do you not yet understand?" We get our healing story, and then Jesus asks the disciples who he is to them. Jesus went out along with his disciples to the villages of Caesarea Philippi, and on the way he questioned the disciples, saying to them, "Who do the people say I am?" They told him, saying, "John the Baptist, and others say Elijah, but others one of the prophets." And he continued by questioning them, "But who do you say that I am?" Peter answered and said to him, "You are the Christ." And he warned them to tell no one about him. To review, Jesus rebukes them for having weak faith, heals the man, and then questions who they and others believe he is. Jesus may have been using the situation as a sort of parable of faith. At the moment, they are part blind. They can see but a blur, for they doubt him still. Soon, they will know who he truly is without no doubt. He's the Christ, our Savior, the Lord Almighty. Another possible conclusion may have been done to make it more personal. It may be some sort of test for the blind man to demonstrate his own faith in Jesus. As we remember, the people brought the blind man to Jesus, rather than the blind man actually going up to Jesus. If Jesus only did a partial healing, and the blind man was just like, "Well, is that all you can do?" and then left, that would show a lack in faith. But the blind man just simply stayed, allowing Jesus to do the second step. For whatever reason Jesus did this, we can't be entirely sure. But I believe these two perspectives, or perhaps they both may be true, give us a fair answer.